Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry console arcs. Last episode, we began the PC version of, Hirukowashi. I'm still not sure if I will end up doing the console version. I feel like I need a rundown on how worth it is. I've been told, that it probably is, but I digress. Just wanted to get that out there as soon as I could. But yeah, last episode we started Hirukowashi, and it's fucking ridiculous. And this episode we're gonna be continuing Hirukowashi, and it's probably still gonna be fucking ridiculous because, I mean, I think it goes without saying. So, yeah, let's fucking read, alright? I left myself off on way too energetic of a place to start, but oh well. And so, when we made it to the shrine, cliches are wonderful. The typical scene of carnage everyone was expecting had come to fruition. Oh my! I should have expected no less, Jiro-san. You sure are popular with children. Great line. Since when were you such a celebrity, You've got it all wrong. This has to be some kind of mistake. Rena-chan, don't cling to me like that.
Hey, Tomatake-san. Can you teach Rena about all the things you can do with cameras? Can you teach her?
Well, I mean, the way of the camera is long and treacherous, but it's definitely worth traveling. I'm happy you're showing an interest in it, Rena-chan. Oh, well, don't mind me then. After all, Jiro-san is a very, very kind-hearted veteran cameraman. He'd be nice and teach just about any interested girl, not only me. Isn't that right?
That kind, gentle part of you, Tomatake-san. Rena loves it. I wonder if you could teach me about cameras and about many other things, too. Many other things.
What other things? Jiro-san, you haven't even found out what those other things are yet, but you'll still teach her. You're so good at this. At times like those, Jiro-san can be very forceful. This arc is stupid.
What is he forceful about, I wonder? But Rena, well, if it's Tomatake-san, she'll let him teach her just about anything. Just about anything.
No! Oh, no! Tomatake's gross-sounding laugh echoed through the shrine grounds. Is it meant to be an awkward laugh? It seems like it's meant to be an awkward laugh. What are you implying, game narration? Maybe an average boy of this nation who had never experienced a girl's advances would have this kind of reaction. Aren't they implying that he's dating Takano? This was funny, so next time we should experiment on Keiichi and test it on Akasaka during his next family trip. What? Is that sentence just really fucking weird or something? Alright, whatever. Whatever, I don't know what to expect from Higurashi When They Cry, after all, you know? Maybe it would be rude to the two of them, but this was an incredibly amusing struggle when seen from afar. Rena! Open your eyes! Your feelings for him aren't real!
Aren't real? How rude! These are Rena's true feelings. Rena realized something. Tomatake-san is really very kind. It might not mean much at all, but now that I've realized it, I can't ever forget it. I'm sure Rena is the only one who could ever appreciate his kindness. So Tomatake-san is the only one for Rena now.
Alright, sure. No, I guess he wasn't feeling awkward about it at all. Sure. His brain must have been producing every single chemical that could make him feel pleasant. Don't write like this. What is wrong with you? Tomatake made a face like he was in heaven on earth, and he stood there in a daze, a trickle of drool hanging from his mouth. Isn't Tomatake like 30? Like, even if he was 20, which no fucking way. This is still weird. Because Rena's what, 13? I mean, I guess I don't know what I expected when they revealed that it was Tomatake that she was, quote, into. Whatever. I read Tsubahebe, I can get through this shit. I read Saya no Uta. You think I can't handle Higurashi doing its usual fanfare? Jeez. Takano's expression made for a marked contrast with his, and that contrast was truly delightful. Rika, I like chaos too, but Jesus Christ. This narration, girl. Tomatake-san! You can't forget about Takano-san! Are you going to abandon your own partner? That's right. I'm sorry, Rena-chan, but I already have Takano-san. So, well, I wonder what you mean by partner. You'll have to be more specific. You have to say exactly what you mean or I won't understand. Has she said that line before? Because it sounded so familiar. Well,
Rena can tell you. Takano-san is your friend, Tomatake-san.
His friend. Ho, Rena-chan, you don't understand adult relationships yet, do you? Takano's getting catty, I guess.
I do too. Come on, Tomatake-san. Rena wants to take pictures of wild birds with you, and if you want, she can even dress up as a nurse and be your model too.
What? Really? Jail. Nope, wait, we can't. I already have Takano-san.
You'd rather have someone who you've asked several times to let you take a picture of her in a nurse outfit, but never gave you the okay?
How rude! Jiro-san would never say anything like that.
That's a lie! Rena understands everything about you, Tomatake-san. You say you're taking pictures of birds, but your eyes are always drifting to Takano-san instead. Rena knows. You don't want to take pictures of birds. You want to take pictures of her. But all Takano-san does is say suggestive things and won't let you take any pictures. That's mean, and makes her a failure as a partner. Rena will take her seat as your partner home with her. Rena would be your model, Tomatake-san. Come on, Tomatake-san. For the nurse uniform, white or light blue and pink? Which would you like?
Light blue and pink, huh? True. He's getting smitten by God, right? I'm not voicing any of this shit. It looked like Tomatake's CPU finally experienced a thermal meltdown. Steam burst from his ears and nose like a locomotive, and the sounds from his mouth were much the same, before he fainted. I don't care anymore! Fine, go on, kindly teach Rena-chan all sorts of things. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care! I'm leaving. We couldn't stop them from breaking up. You guys just stood there and watched it. Are you kidding me? Satoko, aren't you ready yet?
Me. I'm okay here. I'm doing it!
What is this, a nuclear launch? Other than the mountains behind Hinamizawa, these shrine grounds were where the majority of Satoko's traps had been set. She adjusted all their sights and aimed them at Rena. Now! Fire!
Uh-huh.
Rocket-like objects flew at Rena from all sides. It was a dangerous trap using remodeled bottle rockets, one that all you good children should never attempt to imitate. No, this could hardly be called a trap anymore. It was a full-on warship barrage. So? Did it work?
I don't think that attack is enough to stop Rena while she's gone berserk.
The power scaling implications of this arc.
But it's choking her. Keiichi-san, take Tomatake-san away while we have the chance.
Take him away? I'll practically have to drag him.
Why is everyone being so mean?
And, okay, I guess she's sneezing. I'm not sure I can voice sneezes. Right now, at least.
My bottle rocket spice mix, now with plenty of pepper. Please enjoy your stay in a sneezing hell.
Well, I got caught in it too. I don't know why, I just don't feel like doing sneezing sounds today. Anyway, let's hide behind the assembly hall for now. Let's shout this out so Rena can hear it. And then we'll search Mr. Tomatake's body. Well, Rena can hear that too. I'm sure he's got that Magatama somewhere.
He's frothing at the mouth, but he looks very happy. But when he wakes up, it'll be terrible for him, I'm sure. We should give him head pats while we can. Meep.
We dragged Tomatake behind the assembly hall for now. Rena was still stuck in a severe sneezing hell, but that wouldn't hold her off for very long. She'd be over here in no time flat. And not only that, she probably now thinks of us as obstacles in the way of her love. So she'll come at us in a preemptive attack, one utterly without mercy. She'll kill everybody. Sumihoroboshi, the bad end. Come on, pat him down! Fish around in his pockets and stuff.
Small change, crumbled up receipts. What a shameful collection of possessions.
That's strange, I can't find it. Tomatake-san has it, right? Hanyu, you look too. We have to find it before Rena gets here.
Of course I'm searching, but well, I can't find it either.
What? If you can't find it, doesn't that mean he doesn't have it? Then why was Rena chasing Tomatake? He doesn't have the Magatama anymore.
The Magatama of Fuurazu stimulate the brain's love receptors and make your brain secrete the same chemicals as when you're in love. That's how it creates false feelings of love,
The effects will still be active for a little while, even if Tomatake no longer has it. So then Takano has it, right? We're too damn busy for your seemingly sensible blathering. What does that mean? Tomatake had it until a few moments ago, but doesn't anymore? What was that? Wait, then what'll happen to Rena?
Suddenly she's nowhere to be seen! She must have gone looking for whoever has the Magatama now!
That isn't good! If we lose sight of Rena, we'll have no way of knowing who she's after now!
Which means it would be faster to wake up this fool and ask him.
I twisted a faucet that was conveniently nearby and pointed the hose at Tomatake's face. Ow! Wait, it was a dream? Was all that a dream? Rena-chan offering to dress up like a nurse for a photo shoot. I knew it was strange. Breaking up with Takano-san over it? What a terrible dream that was. It's a good thing it was a dream. Anyway, Tomatake-san, you picked up a white Magatama yesterday, right? Huh? What? I don't know about any Magatama, but I did find a white keyring with a seal on it. Here, look. We found it when we ran into Keiichi-kun at the dam site yesterday.
That's the keyring. What happened?
Wait, he does have it? Right. Well, I just gave it to Takano-san as a present. How did he... Wait, what the fuck? Here, look. I gave it to Takano-san. Oh, wait. No, I think he means... just... nah, I don't know. Was intending to? She complained about me picking it up off the ground, but she still accepted it anyway. She's really dishonest sometimes, which makes her all the more charming to me. That that means it's Takano-san! Where did Takano-san just go? I think, the swamp is over that way. Oh no, Rena's already headed there!
I see it doesn't matter that she's a woman. What a frightening effect.
You of all people saying that, Satoko? Yeah, okay.
This pairing is a surprise to me too.
You're one to say that either, Rika. I like to laugh at the misfortune of others, but she was a club member, so we couldn't leave her be. We ran off toward the swamp. Okay. So how many hands is he gonna fucking go through? Oh, jeez! How unpleasant, how utterly unpleasant! How could Jiro-san fawn over a girl that much younger than him? I mean, I suppose I'm not honest with him all the time. Whenever he asks me for something, I like to refuse at first, just to tease him. But I wish he would understand that it's only because I really do like him. I mean, if Jiro-san absolutely begged me to do it, I wouldn't mind being his photo subject in my work clothes, but it's so embarrassing. But if he insisted that... Eh? Did you hear all that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
What is it? Did you need something? If it's about Jiro-san, I don't want to hear it.
Who are you mad at? Is it Rena? Or is it Tomatake-san?
It's not your fault, Rena-chan. I was just feeling fed up with that weak-willed idiot.
I thought so. Rena was fed up too. He got to spend all that time with a charming woman like you, and he got distracted by another girl? He's the worst. How miserable he must be to not notice how attractive you are, Takano-san.
I know, right? Wait, you were the one who got between us in the first place. Besides, what happened to Jiro-san? Why did you come after me?
I don't care about Tomatake-san, really. And also, Rena, well, to tell the truth,
What is it? Could you say it a little louder?
The one Rena actually loves is you, Mio-san!
What? Wait, it's not nice to tease adults, Rena-chan.
What is an adult, really? Am I not allowed to love someone because I'm not an adult? I thought loving someone was how you became an adult.
Hey, don't cling to me. Is this one of your punishment games?
Nothing of the sort. Rena has always had eyes only for you, Mio-san. I want to call you my big sister, Mio-san. I want to be your little sister. I want to greet you every morning and tell you your tie is crooked and fix it for you.
You know, people make this mistake sometimes, but I don't actually swing that way at all. She's implying people have assumed she's gay. That's fucking awesome. Great line. This chapter's been fucking stupid, but... I guess this Magatama gives gaydar.
That's a lie! Rena understands. I see the dirty looks you give to men. It might look like you and Tomatake-san are in a relationship, but in reality, you're even lying to yourself. It's only so that you can fool yourself into thinking you can have a normal love. I know it eats away at you too, Mio-san. Men are nothing but beasts. There's no way a person and a beast could ever understand one another.
I mean, we're in 1983, so this is before Beauty and the Beast came to theaters, so yeah.
But I'm sure Rena and Mio-san can. I want to discover the darkest secrets of Onigafuchi Village with you, Mio-san. I want to do a real Watanagashi with you. And cut open stomachs and pull out people's insides with you.
By the time we arrived, Rena was in the middle of an incredible attempt at seduction. I'm sorry? Did she think this was a joke? Your liver is so cute, Rika-chan. I want to take it home. You call that a joke? Sorry about this, Mio-san. It looks like spring has come in Rena's head, and, well... Spring? What do you mean by spring? Well, everything Rena's blurting out right now has nothing to do with what she actually wants, and... Silence, you dirty ape! Okay. Oh, Rena-chan. It took until now to realize it. You're right, you're completely right. Thanks to you, I finally realized what I was missing by being with Jiro-san.
Mio-san. Hey! No hugging allowed!
Last person who should be saying that. Rena didn't even show mercy to Satoko.
Rena won't forgive anyone who tries to tear her away from her true love, even if it's Satoko-chan.
Jeez, it's even worse than with Mr. Tomatake, since this one's accepting it. What, and he blatantly wasn't? Totally. Thank you, Rena-chan. I feel like I can stay with you forever. No, this is fucking dumb. Be responsible, you stupid fucking idiot. Oh my god. Now let's, I lost the voice for a moment. Now, let's go bring about Oyashiro-sama's curse. Together. And then we'll line up at the table of the gods and hold each other tight for all eternity.
Mio-san, is it alright if I call you my big sister from now on?
Oh, great. At this rate, the great Hinamizawa disaster will happen tomorrow night. The two of them will cut open my stomach and make a stew with my insides. Hanyu, Takano definitely has a Magatama, right?
Yes, she does. Me, Keiichi, Satoko. If we leave things be, it won't only be Rena's life on the line. Something terrible could happen to the whole of Hinamizawa. We need to get the Magatama away from Takano as quickly as we can. Yes, we do. That key ring with the white seal you have, that's Rika's, okay? Please return it to her.
I don't want to. Why should I have to give you something someone else gave me? Still, this was Rika-chan's? Takano took the white Magatama out of her pocket and stared at it, fascinated. Yes, it is! Rika-chan says it's a precious treasure of the Fude Shrine. Mio, you dumbass! If you say that to her, she'll... What was that? A precious treasure of the Fude Shrine? Oh, now that I know that, I won't be giving it back so easily. Let's get going, Rena-chan. It's time for a thorough investigation of this mystical jewel. What shape is it? What size? Maybe we'll see how it tastes, too. Oh no, it tastes terrible! Get her! No, I won't be giving it back.
Hey, you! Wait right there! Not so fast. Rena won't let you chase Mio-san.
Rena stuck out her arms and prevented us from following Takano. If anybody else had done that, they wouldn't have been much of an obstacle. But with Rena, it looked like it would be a pain. Actually, with Rena as she is now, I feel like even Akasaka with his armor-piercing bullets would be in trouble. Crap. Rena, move aside! We only want that Magatama Takano-san ran off with.
You can't have it. Rena Ryugu won't let a single soul get in the way of Mio-san's research.
God, if we move into close range, Rena will have way more reach and speed. Which means we have to get her from outside her range. Sorry, Rena, don't hate me for this. I've never used this gun before in canon, but here we go. Oh, wait, I was right. Mio pulled something out. 2 handguns? No, they were those model handguns she always made a point of walking. Okay, I was right. What? Always made a point of walking around with, despite not have only despite not only never pulling them out, but also them looking completely unusable. No more than a precaution. But they're real. Kids, never point a weapon at another person like I'm about to. Take this, my Mion bullet! With splendid form, she showered Rena in a torrent of BBs. Her shooting skills look just like that certain style where just mastering the basics increases your combat ability by 120%. I can barely fucking breathe the amount of yelling I've had to do. But Rena didn't move a single step. Instead, she swung her hands through the air and blocked all the BBs from a point-blank range.
Oh? Mii-chan, was that your only trump card?
Rena grinned, then pointed her palms out at us. Then, moving her fingers like a magician playing with a ball, she twirled all the caught BBs between her fingers.
I'm not very impressed with you shooting a model gun at someone's face. Not very impressed.
Huh? What's the matter, Kei-chan? Does your stomach hurt? Mion is just the best.
Now it's Rena's turn to get going. It's Rena's turn. Something terrible will happen to anyone who gets in the way of Rena's romance. It's time for you to do something, Keiichi-san! Do something to Rena-san with that silver tongue of yours and put an end to this!
That's easier said than done! That's a secret art amongst secret arts, and not even I can just use it whenever. It's so secret that ancient China feared it as an ultra-secret art that would end your own life if you used it. A final, ultimate secret art that martial artists risk their lives on. But despite me saying that, Hien has used it several times already, hasn't he? He came up with the theory that it's like having multiple lives. People will say that you only have one life to live, but in Japanese culture, there are a few ancient writings that understood the remaining life system. Just look at how we say that cats have 9 lives. In the first place, the life system was a fundamental part of shooting games since times immemorial. What? All that is perfectly obvious, you say? You're wrong! A true remaining life system is when you get to replay from the last checkpoint before you died. Coming back to life in the same place you died may look like a remaining life system, but it's actually no different from a hit point system. Who could have predicted that this obvious, important system in shooting games would ironically collapse into genre's biggest hits? Don't know what he's referencing here. Greta? I don't know, whatever. Take Grads, for example. Establishes the highest achievement in the shooting game world. When you die in that game, all your power-ups go back to 0. And you have to restart back at a predetermined spawn point. During later stages of the game, you would die right when you respawn, over and over, rewinding to the exact same place, so it didn't matter how many lives you had left. It's a trap! It's practically what invented the word trap. And its sequel, Salamander, I don't know, brought a novel new idea to the shooting game genre at the time, respawning in the same place you died. Now even children could play, free from worry. Anyone could brute force their way through the game, no matter what stage or boss they were on, as long as they had lives left and 50 yen for each continue. But it was at this point that the game stopped being sacred. Enemies you couldn't beat, no matter how many times you tried, and bosses, and stages, and the exhilaration you feel at finally winning. That is what Higurashi is! He's destroyed the fourth wall. The excitement at breaking through the unbreakable fate of 1983. It's much like the sense of excitement you get from clearing Trojan? After 2 years of attempts. I ask you, is there any game in our time that whets your appetite for victory for such a long time as that? No, there is not. And why is that? Because anyone can just brute force their way through the game and see the ending. No matter how recklessly you play through a game, once you beat it, it loses its charm, and weak players will get tired of the game without ever having truly played it. In the end, it was none other than those weak gamers who brought forth this age of weakness. Konami acknowledged this mistake, that one I know. As proof, the actual sequels in the Gratis? I guess it's gratis? I don't know. Gratis series abandoned their respawn system and brought back their trap system. Well, actually, for Toho, it's fine to respawn on the spot. I mean, if we had to go back to the beginning of the stage every time we died to Royal Flare, when the heck would I be able to see the little sister? I always forget Toho's a game and not just, like, a bunch of characters that are supposedly part of the same series, but actually aren't, like it's gaslighting or something. But I've still never gotten to see the last boss of EOSD or PCB's extra stage with my own skills. Please, I'm begging you, Zen-san, give us continues in the extra stage too, so I can brute force my way through because I really want to see the little sister and Yukarine. And why is it that the extra stages are such a cakewalk for literally everyone else in the world? What am I missing? Love? The ability to see moving objects? Libido? At this point, I want to write a sound novel about a love triangle between the shoot and I'll move girl and the doll-using girl and the anemic witch girl for the next Toho-only event, ending in tragedy, of course, lol tee-hee. What do you think of that, Yatazakura-san, BT-san? Why did he, like... lol tee-hee, that feels like something I'd throw into one of my scripts. Just... because I feel like it.
Huh? Rena has absolutely no idea what you're saying. Well, that's good. I had no clue either.
Really? I knew what he was talking about. I mean, I had the skill to see Moko-chan. The returning bridge was a close call, though. Oh boy, what a haphazard ability. And it actually stopped Rena dead in her tracks, too. If you want to kill Keiichi, I guess you have to do it all at once. If you foolishly ask if he has any last words, there's no telling what would happen. I get it. Takano was right to kill him with a single bullet in Minaguroshi, wasn't she? What? Can we fix the fourth wall, please? Please? If he'd gotten to say something at the end like the others, it would have really softened the blow of that tragic scene. True.
Wait, Rika? He stopped Rena, but it doesn't matter if nobody's going after Takano.
Wait, huh? Were we all entranced by those fantastic words? Oh, stupid, what the heck are we doing?
I mean, he was pretty loud, maybe Takano heard it. Oh no! Takano-san is gone! We lost sight of her!
Wait, Kei-chan, according to one of Zen-san's readme files, there's a part where he says that bombs are basically the same as remaining lives. No, those are just some modern shmup bombs that immediately make you invincible when you press the button. When bombs first appeared in Tiger Holy, it took almost a second for one to go off when you activated them.
Rena doesn't really get it, but the fairies that drop items for you when you use a continue are really cute. Cute. I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about.
I'm sorry, Satoko. I'm able to keep up with them. Raiden is nostalgic too. I get it. We started with Hien and ended with Raiden, meaning we left quite a lot behind. No, wait! Takano! Takano! None of that matters! We have to go after Takano! Oh, that's right! We have to get the Magatama back!
Keiichi-san, you engage Rena-san in some more strange conversation for us. We're going! Is that so? Have a nice time. I wonder if something happened, huh?
She dropped the Magatama, or some... Wait, Rena, do you not care about Takano-san anymore?
Huh? What happened to Takano-san? Huh?
Rena looked at us blankly. As far as I could tell from her expression, she didn't really understand what she was doing here. Could that have meant Takano didn't have the Magatama anymore?
It's highly possible. If Rena went back to normal, then the white Magatama would no longer have an owner.
In the worst case, it's okay if nobody finds it, right? There's no problem as long as nobody picks it up.
We can't do that. If an ant picks it up by mistake and brings it back to its hill, what will you do then?
There'd be an ant farm at the Ryugu residence the very next day. Anyway, we have to catch Takano. With her ill-natured disposition, she might have thrown it away somewhere. What the fuck is happening? So who's the Magatama gonna end up with next?
And now we have her. You caused us far too much trouble.
Oh, jeez! I need to get ready to do some analyses with Rena-chan, so let me go!
Before that, return Rika's Magatama. It's really important to her.
But judging by how Rena looked, Takano no longer had it. What's this? That's odd? I could have sworn I put it in my pocket? How odd?
What? Did you drop it somewhere?
I see, so that was the punchline. Great. After a lot of effort, we struggled to capture Takano. She ran all around the village, making fun of us, and at the end of the manhunt, we tied her up. With duct tape, obviously. She must have dropped it while running around the village. Now we could only wait for someone to pick it up. When that happened, Rena would react and would be able to figure out who it was. It's gonna be fucking Oishi, isn't it? But when that happened, Rena would fiercely resist any attempts we made to restrain her. This is truly, seriously a pain in the butt. I need water.
The Magatama of Fuarazu?
Yeah, that's it. We don't know how the one ended up flying into your mouth, but anyway, that's the kind of magic power they have.
Then, when someone picks up the white one, Rena falls in love with them even if she doesn't mean it?
That's the idea. Your heart is literally lying around somewhere in the village.
I don't want that. The feeling of falling in love with someone should belong to me alone. If it doesn't, Rena's true feelings will...
Ho-ho, what's this? Rena's true feelings? Is there someone you like? Why don't you tell this old man?
I can't even tell you, Mi-chan.
Mion, try a little harder to understand a girl's heart. Though it's weird for a man to say that. Question mark?
If we find the white Magatama, Rika-chan will be able to do something about it, right?
Yeah. So now we're desperate to find the white one before something terrible happens. Though I think it's already caused a big uproar.
Please, Keiichi-kun. Find the white Magatama and save Rena. I don't want someone else to have control over my feelings.
Right. I got it. We'll save you, Rena. So if the Magatama's power takes hold of you again, please go easy on us. Nobody can stop you when you're in cute mode.
I can't. It was like this with those two, but my head got all filled with a fuzzy feeling, and I couldn't think about anything anymore. So Rena doesn't think she'll have any mercy when it happens. Before, when you all came, Rena wondered why you all got in her way. I thought for sure you were going to tie me up, pour gasoline on me, and have a big explosive barbecue.
I see. Anyone Rena is fond of will be helpful in a few ways.
At this rate, I'll never be able to become a cute bride. Anyway, all we can do is keep searching.
I get the feeling they're gonna have a punchline in a moment and she's just gonna fucking run off.
For both Rena and the villagers, we have to settle this as soon as we can.
In the end, we could only go back along the route Takano had fled and look to see if it was lying anywhere. But there was no way we could find a single jewel no bigger than the tip of your thumb. When it started to get dark, everyone grew tired, and we started thinking about the more passive approach of waiting until Rena reacted to something.
Everyone, I'm sorry. Rena's causing you so much trouble.
It isn't your fault. You were just unlucky. I'm sure we'll fix this together.
Okay.
It's late though, so let's call it quits for today. Rika-chan, could you read the scroll again to see if there's any better way to do this?
I will.
To take responsibility for causing this disturbance, I'll brave a super spicy kimchi dish tonight.
Ow.
Who? How unrefined to flail around like that. What? We decided to call off the search for today. I could only hope somebody normal picked it up. In this town? Good luck with that. Alright. I'm surprised they didn't do that. This chapter's been so goofy, I'm surprised they had a somber moment work out the whole time. Keiichi! You have a phone call. Huh? During dinner? Oh, I thought it was the middle of the night. I wonder who it is. Could it be about Rena? It's from Rena-chan's father. What? I've got a bad feeling about this. Hello? Yes, good evening. I apologize for calling this late. Is Rena there? She ran out of the house earlier this evening and hasn't come back. She ran out of the house? How was she? Well, she was in a headlong kind of run, like when she's playing a prank on someone. I thought she was going to one of her friends' houses. That settles it. Somebody picked up the white Magatama. What?
I'm very sorry for being late.
What's the situation? We just got permission to go into Rena's room. Judging by how she was acting at school, she must have left some clues in there. Yeah. Come to think of it, I've never been in Rena's room before. Makes me kind of nervous. Oh, wow. I had a feeling, but this room is really something. I can't tell whether it's a collection of trinkets or just a mess of junk.
And yet she knows exactly where to find each and every one of her treasures.
She's just as terrific as she is. How did she fit all these things in here? She must have been a dog in her past life. But she liked collecting a lot of shoes and stuff. I always thought girls' rooms would be, like, more tidy, more cute and bright and girly. Maybe that's just a misconception that guys have. I mean, Rena's room is like this, and Mion's room is comics laying around everywhere. Well, this old man isn't a little girl after all.
Me? I think that was just Mi's manga room. Keiichi, have you ever been in Mi's actual room? Not in the main building, the one further away.
Rika-chan, shh, shh.
How would you look at this? Look at all the books over here.
Satoko pointed over at Rena's desk. A big pile of books, some open, sat on top of it. They're gonna be crime novels, aren't they? What kind of books is it this time? Comic book volumes, maybe? What's this? I'm right! Well, not that they're crime novels, but modern Washizu Mahjong. Like the Crying Dragon, story of a Mahjong wanderer. Wait, these are all books on Mahjong! What?! Hi, Akasaka! Wait, is it Akasaka? It's not Oishi? Okay. Well then, it's time for me to declare Ricci. I finally got a good tile.
That's a lie!
Duh.
Rena knows. Akasaka-san, you've been pretending to build your hand since turn 5, but you're actually just discarding your draws. You're switching the tiles in your hand to make it look like you're keeping them. But why would you suddenly declare Ricci now? Why now? Rena understands. You can stay in Tenpai without Ricci, but you got a good tile to get rid of and make your discards look good. All for a trap? All for a trap?
Now this is a surprise. Ryugu-san, how in the world did you become such an incredible Mahjong player? It's true, Akasaka-san's discards are nice and filled with pin tiles, and it even has a Suji, making the 6th pin look like a safe tile, doesn't it? So, which one is... whatever, we'll find out. You're good. That was a splendid read.
That's a lie! Why do you keep lying? Why? You were lying just now. This is a trap to get Oishi-san to think you're waiting on the sixpence.
Okay, so, yeah, no, it's Oishi. I was right. Oh-ho! Is that true, Akasaka-san? Ugh. You're good, Rena-chan. Have you been playing mahjong long?
No, not really. I just read a bunch of manga. Because, well, I just wanted to play with Oishi-san.
Rena's cheeks flushed pink and she snuggled up to... I can't read at all. This is so stupid. Snuggled up next to Oishi's arm. Oishi grinned, not as dissatisfied as he'd like others to think, his upper lip pulling way up high in his excitement. Well, what's going on now? Does this mean I finally have the charm of a dandy now that I've reached the end of my middle age?
Oh, this is the tile you wanted, Oishi-san. Here you go. If you round this, you'll get a mangan, and you can turn the tables on Akasaka-san, huh?
This is just stupid. Would you look at that? You even know the tile I needed, huh? I've been blessed with a good partner tonight. If I lose anymore, I won't have enough money to pay for the Shinkansen fare back home. I'm sorry, Yukie, but I can't back down here. Not now!
Huh? What a cute tile. I'm taking you home with me. Pawn, tea, and another con. I'm taking all the So tiles home with me.
Oh, Ryugu-san! Akasaka-san is already in Richi. Isn't it dangerous to reveal more Dora? Oishi, what a game! The table is like a typhoon. Young lady, your hand is queer for all to see. I won't play into it. This isn't a So tile. And with more Dora on the table, I'll press my attack. I'll call another con as well.
Huh? I'll run off your con. Chan-con, Dora, Dora, one red, a mangan.
What kind of mahjong are you playing, young lady? A Yaku's hand? Well, beginner's luck happens sometimes. You have to be especially careful when playing against a beginner.
Huh? Well, that tile fell over when you were making your wall, Akasaka-san. Mr. Investigator, you got a glimpse of it, didn't you? You've been looking over at it all game, thinking about something.
What? You mean you predicted my con and used it in a trap? Well, well. Wonderful. Ryugu-san, what talent you have. This is a surprise.
Huh? If Rena does even better, will you let her be your partner, Oishi-san?
Yes, yes, of course, yes. You mean with mahjong, right? You're a cop, so like... The bar is in hell, but come on. Come, let's keep the momentum going tonight. This is the first time in my life I've had such a compatible tag team partner. No, we can't show her mercy anymore. We'll have to play for real or we'll never beat her.
Not even you can compete with her, Akasaka?
I can feel raw ambition. The kind that not even a lot of veteran players have. The smell of gunpowder, there's no mistaking it. This girl has a gift. Oishi-san, this has gotten interesting. I'll give it my all! Bring it on! Ryugu-san, let's take everything Akasaka-san's got. He'll be paying for our entire victory celebration tonight!
Huh? We'll take him home together, and then we'll have a night celebration all by ourselves, huh?
Rena's amazing. She could do anything if it was for someone she liked. The word impossible isn't in her cute mode's dictionary. Even during club, none of us have as many ups and downs as she does.
You're right. Her results after she's exploded and when she hasn't are strikingly different. Anyway, we can let these people play their mahjong games.
more importantly, Hanyo, we have it this time, right?
Ow. There's no doubt Oishi is carrying it right now.
Oishi, we're sorry for interrupting you on the job. Did you happen to pick up a white magatama in Hinamizawa? Or rather, a white keyring with a seal on it? Oh, yes, I believe I did. I remember. I figured I'd bring it to the person managing lost property, but I forgot. If I don't bring it there, that'd be misappropriation, you know?
That belongs to Rika. Please return it at once.
That's right. That magatama is the reason Ren is acting like this. We'll turn her back to normal, so please give it back, Mion.
Ah, you idiot, what are you?
What? I see, so that's how it was. And here I thought I'd reached the peak of my middle age. Then if I return this keyring to you all, Ryugu-san will go back to normal? I'm not sure I like that. I'll need Ryugu-san's help to retake everything I've lost tonight. So I'll be borrowing her for a little while longer. We can't let you do that! Rena asked us to save her. And I promised to save Rena. Give her back right now! What to do? Well, just like how you all settle differences with your classroom club games, in this parlor we decide everything with mahjong.
That's right. If he gives that magatama back, Rena won't be able to be Oishi-san's partner anymore. Rena doesn't want that. She doesn't.
It'll be fine. When Ryugu-san and I give it all we have, nobody can beat us. We're the greatest mahjong team that's ever lived.
Rena will be with you forever, Oishi-san.
Idiot! That isn't how you really feel. The magatama's just making you lie to yourself. Do you remember what you said when you were sane? You said you didn't want someone else to have control over your feelings. You wanted us to save you. So Rena, I'll rescue you. Sorry, but can someone give me their seat? I'm gonna hit Oishi with it. I don't mind, but they've already cleaned me out. I get it. We can't let Oishi-san get away with misappropriating someone's lost property. I'll help you, Maibara-kun.
Keiichi-kun, I think you'll get stripped down to your underwear, cleaned out, and then thrown out of the parlor. Just like when the Platypunks kicked out Torneko.
What? You don't really mean that? You actually asked us for help. Rena, I'll be the one to rescue you! Right. He won't rescue you, we will. That's important, so don't get it wrong.
Me needs someone to read the mood, Nipa. Well, I don't favor the odds of Keiichi-san's by himself. Let's all help him as his staff advisors.
Come, we'll have a single east round with the seal keyring on the line. Let's raise the stakes. We'll take back everything we lost today. Well, Akasaka-san is finally baring his fangs too. Serious East round games like this are a lot more exciting than playing lazily all night long.
Then we have our match between Keiichi-kun plus the club members with Akasaka-san versus Rena and Oishi-san's lovey-dovey Puyo Puyo combo. Whoever gets first place wins for their team.
I get it. So even if I come in last, if my partner is first, we'll still win.
So even if Keiichi-san can't pull his own weight, Akasaka-san just has to get first place in his stead. This is not all that disadvantageous. I can't fucking read. Oh, but it is. It just means the partner can deal into their ally's hand as much as they want. The more in sync they are, the more terrifying it is. Rena's team is far more of an advantage with this rule.
Maibara-kun, let's take it slow and steady. Mahjong games are only lost when you get riled up and stop thinking. Still Akasaka-san. You can't lose in mahjong when it's not heated, but you can only win when it is. A team getting third and fourth despite never dealing in happens quite often. Those who don't really understand mahjong, myself included, would like an explanation. What are the rules to this game anyway?
Oh, an East round game, also called a Tonpusen, is a short match that ends as soon as the dealership goes around once. If the team with the first place player wins, then victory will be determined by how well the partners work together. And since it's such a short match, Keiichi and Akasaka won't have any time to feel each other out. Ow.
Hey, can't you just go around behind them and tell us what tiles they have?
Ow, that'd be cheating!
You know, the Magatama Fuurazu you made are just as much of a cheating device. Just take responsibility and help us out. Rika-chan, what are you muttering about? Please be quiet, I'm trying to focus.
Keiichi, I have a way to cheat and secretly look at their hands. Now we can't possibly lose.
When'd you set that up? If we know their tiles, we'll never lose. I don't really want to read a whole fucking mahjong game, so is it already over? Great. This is a good flow, Mayabara-kun. How are you doing? I've got no clue. Maybe I should be backing you up. I'm making a Honitsu with man tiles. Or mon, probably. Save up low-numbered mon tiles and wind tiles, too, just to be sure. Or is it man? I don't know. I get it. I'll collect the tiles you need and then deal them in. Got it!
So this is a team match. Once Akasaka-san knows the tile he needs is in Keiichi-san's hands, he can declare Ichi, then get even more points with a surefire Ipatsu.
What? I don't understand a goddamn thing about mahjong other than there are a bunch of tiles with symbols on them. Which means Kei-chan has to be careful. If the other team realizes which one is collecting tiles for the other, it'll be really bad. He has to choose his discards carefully to make sure it looks like he's playing normally. Otherwise, he'll make a mistake and deal into them and it'll all be for nothing. It'll be fine. We have Rika-chan reading their tiles. I'm shouting out loud. I won't let a single dangerous tile out of my grasp.
I wonder what they're talking about, I wonder. Good thing we don't have hearing skills.
Yeah, good thing we don't.
I'm sure it's a trick. Oishi-san, be careful. Whenever Mi-chan and the others smile like that, they've got an evil plan up their sleeves.
All of the club members are playing, so I'm prepared for that, of course. But we're not going to go down quite so easily, right?
Right.
Wow, they're two peas in a pod. I don't know how Rena really feels, but she certainly seems happy right now. Mayabara-kun, I need to discard a tile, but it's the Dora. Judging by the state of the game, Oishi-san wants to call it. Actually, he could even be going for a cheap hand to win right away. You said you had a way to look at our opponent's hands, right? Can you check to see if it's safe? There it is. Rika-chan, how's it look? There it is. How is it, Hanyu?
Ow. Oishi's hand is a jumbled mess. He doesn't have anything ready.
It's a complete mess. You heard her, Akasaka-san. Alright. I'll discard it. Whoa! Run! Hanyu!
Ow. But look, Oishi's hand is a mess right now.
Oishi turned his hand over and plucked the winning tile right into it. Yes, at a glance, it looked like a jumbled mess, but only because he purposefully hadn't organized his tiles. Once a person gets to veteran level and above in mahjong, they can easily read where another player's discarded tiles came from in their hand and, to an extent, predict what else they had. So he'd kept his tiles out of order on purpose, a high-level technique to confuse his opponents. That's not like you, Akasaka-san. Akasaka's making a face. He probably thinks we aren't reliable. I can't stand being thought of as useless because of Hanyu. In any case, now that Hanyu won't be of any help, the only thing we can do is watch their struggle and hope.
Huh? Pawn for me. Once more as a bonus, pawn!
Alright, Ryugu-san, just a moment longer. Here, con! My, how strange! Ryugu-san's open pawn is worth 3 Dora now.
Huh? Oishi-san, that was wonderful. How?
Crap, it looks like Rena's the attacker and Oishi-san's her backup. Kei-chan, Akasaka-san's hand is cheap, but it's nearly done. Rena's 3 Dora are scary. Deal in and end the hand. You'll lose points, but Akasaka-san will get back what he lost in the last hand. Alright, got it. Akasaka-san, this one, right? Nice discard. Wrong! Pinfu, with 1 Dora!
Ah! Keiichi-kun, that was mean.
Sorry, Rena. I'm serious, too. Akasaka-san, we can't lose this match no matter what. Please, lend me your strength. Of course. And I'll get a first-class seat with a luxury meal on the way home! Before we knew it, an audience had formed, and there was a rare level of excitement in the parlor. Generally, to prevent cheating, parlors didn't allow people to watch other players' games. The only time people could gather like this was when some special event was going on. Well, you got me! I'll just have to declare Richi! The onlookers stirred. In a short East round only match, people normally prioritized quick, surefire wins over high-value hands. Declaring Richi added a Yaku and got you more points, but it meant declaring you were in Tenpai, so it'd make your opponents cautious. In other words, it made them go against the fundamental concept of a short match.
Keiichi-san, my trap senses are tingling. It must be a trap.
I trust you, Satoko. What kind of trap could it be? From what this old man can see, Rena's hand has been too quiet. She's been in Tenpai for a few turns now, switching Dora and red tiles into her hand. And now she's on a queer double-sided wait?
I don't understand any of that. How is that in Oishi's Richi a trap?
Anyway, it's my turn. I'm on support, so I can discard more easily than Akasaka-san. I'll have to discard something already out so I don't deal in. Any tiles Oishi-san already discarded are perfectly safe, right? Like this one?
Keiichi-san, that's the trap! I bet Rena-san's waiting on the safe tile Oishi-san just used to declare Richi with.
What?
Setting up one obvious trap to draw your attention, then putting the real one somewhere else. It's the very first thing you learn in trap school.
Well, that's possible. But we can't ignore Oishi-san's Richi either. This is a difficult situation. The audience hummed. That reaction told us our read was probably true. Rena's team seemed to realize we'd seen through their trap and started grinning at each other, wondering how we'd get past it.
If we keep going, eventually Akasaka-san will have to discard dangerous tiles. Don't we win if Akasaka gets first place?
Yeah, which means we have to take the safe route to minimize risks. Fortunately, that dangerous tile is in Kei-chan's hand too. In other words, Kei-chan has to discard that tile and step on the landmine first.
Ow! Akasaka's hand is very pretty, and pretty hands are worth a lot of points.
I see. Akasaka can't pass such a good hand up. Then it falls to Keiichi to be the outrider. I'm sorry, but please. Even if I get last place, Akasaka-san just has to get in first. Alright, here I go! Ah! He slammed down the dangerous tile. And? Did it pass? How unfortunate indeed.
Unfortunate indeed.
Quit being so vague about it. Did it go through or didn't it? Oh, it went through. We made it through somehow, but Mio didn't let the subtle movement from Rena escape her. Rena's good at seeing through other people's lies, but not so good at hiding her own, is she? Your eyes just drifted there for a moment.
No they didn't.
Mio knew. That tile was the tile Rena needed. But Rena overlooked it, avoiding a direct hit on Keiichi on purpose. Why? Because she wanted to go for our team's ace, Akasaka. How naive, Oishi-san. Maybe you should have let her run. I'm not sure what you're on about. Well, then I'll just discard the same tile now. Oishi's expression twisted in anguish. The rules of mahjong state that once you've let your winning tile go, and that winning tile is discarded again before your turn comes, you're not allowed to win off of it. They'd seen through the trap perfectly and evaded it with brilliant team play, and the crowd began to stir, satisfied with praise. But my Riichi is still in effect! Ryugu-san, it looks like they saw through us! You should go all in and declare Riichi!
Rena Riichis too! The same as Oishi-san!
He's good! Akasaka's hand is in Tenpai! What will you do, Akasaka-san? Go for it? Yeah. Nobody's hand is changing at this point. Alright, I'll declare Riichi too! Whoa! What does any of this mean? Oh, really now? We're both in Riichi over here. Will you really be able to win?
You got in the way of Rena and Oishi-san's private Riichi. Boo-hoo. But it's okay, because Keiichi-kun will give me my tile. Won't you?
God, just can it! My hand's coming along too. With just one more good tile, I'll turn this situation around.
I see. In some rounds, everyone is a fast hand. People are often waiting on the same tile in times like these. Please be careful.
A double roan could happen. Kei-chan, if you deal into a double roan in an East round, we won't be able to recover. I wouldn't discard it even if you told me to.
But the further along your hand gets, Keiichi, the less tiles you'll be able to discard. It will get more and more dangerous.
Crap, do I keep going or play it safe? Kei-chan, try getting as far as you can first. If you end up with a dangerous tile, then you can abandon your hand. Right, got it. Huh? This tile is... Oh, it fits!
It fits, but not in a good way. You don't have Tanyao or Pinfu. You're in Tenpai without a Yaku.
None of this shit makes any goddamn sense.
Ow! I've been watching the whole time, so I know this is right. That tile on the end of the wall in front of Oishi, the one with the scuffed corner, is the tile Oishi needs.
Really? You know for sure?
Yes, I do. Oishi has the Yaku where all his tiles come in pairs, so there's only one tile he doesn't have.
Oh, I know that Yaku. It's called Chi Toitsu, right? I get it. It's easy to control your discards when going for a Chitoi. It's the best Yaku for the team's support. Who will end up drawing that tile?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that isn't good! It'll be Akasaka-san's draw! Satoko-chan is making a worried face. I wonder why,
I know why. That's the face of someone who just threw the wrong tile. Oh, this is so stupid. Rika-chan, will Kei-chan's unneeded tile passed? Passed? Pass? Just pass? No T?
I'll check.
Hanyu.
Ow. It's fine. It's okay. This time I know it.
She says this time it's for sure. Alright. Kei-chan, discard it and declare Riichi. Hey, wait! If I do that, I'll have to discard whatever I draw. Since both our enemies are in Riichi, I won't be able to avoid it. My defenses will be down.
I get it. That's an option too. Akasaka-san, are you alright with that?
It was a good hand, but if the enemy's sure to draw their winning tile, we don't have a choice. Please do it! Alright, Kei-chan, time to Riichi! Sam, don't blame me for what happens! If this passes... Riichi! Once again, Oishi made a face, and another wave of noise came from the crowd of onlookers. I had no idea what it meant since I didn't know the rules, but it seemed like that was a masterful play. I wonder why. It passed, right? Great! With all 4 players in Riichi, this hand ends in a draw.
A draw? It's over? Oh! Now, Rena-san, if you wouldn't mind showing us your hand.
Rena revealed her hand, and another loud stir rippled through the crowd. From their reaction, I guess she had a fairly high-value Yaku. Mio never ceased to impress. She knew we had a poor chance at winning, so she forced the draw. Got so close! If she pulled off her Haneman, we would have had it in the bag. We won't let you win so easily. I'm serious, and Mayabara-kun and the rest are just as serious. We're in this for the long haul. This has turned into quite the interesting night. A high-level battle indeed. This is the kind of mahjong I've always wanted to play. Yes, my blood is boiling for the first time in a while. It's time to get even more serious.
But it won't work. Rena is here, so Oishi-san is going to win for sure. After all, Rena and Oishi-san were fated to meet again ever since their previous lives. Rena and Oishi-san will become legendary mahjong players together. Ho, ho, ho.
She fell in love with Tomitake-san, so you started using cameras. With Takano-san, you said you wanted to do your very own Watanagashi. And with Oishi-san, you learned about mahjong. You just fly headlong into everything, don't you?
Huh? Rena would do anything for the person she loves. This is where we settle things. Huh? I think I'll chi that. I'm taking it home with me.
I'm not letting you. I'm pawning that. Give it to me. Great, and I'll use the chance to Riichi. Now if Keiichi-kun deals in, I'll have a Riichi Upatsu Pinfu Tanyao, a Mongon. None of this shit makes any damn sense. Then I'll pawn that to get rid of the Ipatsu. Without that, it's only 3 Han. Your hand just got a lot cheaper.
And Rena will pawn the tile Oishi-san discarded. And now here's one for you, Oishi-san.
I'll con that. Make or break time. Will I crush you with a Rinshan? Bring it on! Draw it! Mahjong is a game where luck and skill are intertwined. Even the greatest of veterans can be overturned by luck. But the game is too deep for amateurs to win with just luck alone. Those who won in the end were only those with enough passion to create their own luck. Bring it to me now! Rah!
Please, God in heaven! Let Oishi-san draw what he needs! Huh?
Ba-bum! But it wasn't enough. Oishi, no Rinshan. Which means Oishi's team can no longer stop Akasaka from winning. Alright, this is the one! Nice discard. That's wrong. Riichi, Pinfu, Tanyao! Now I'm finally at the top.
We've done it!
But it's not over, and he doesn't have a big lead. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Huh? The game isn't over. The power of Rena's love can turn this around. Piece of cake.
The match seemed unthinkably intense from the position of an idle spectator, but Rena still truly impressed me. We all knew a bit about the rules of mahjong from when it came up during club, but she shouldn't have been strong enough to sit at the same table as Oishi and his group. And yet, she fell in love with Oishi because of the Magatama of Fuarazu, studied enough to match his abilities, and actually caught up with him.
Rena has surprisingly terrifying latent abilities. This incident has proven beyond a doubt that Rena is incredible.
Yeah, this old man thinks she's pretty good. She's more than pretty good. Even without this team match, Rena still has the ability to rival Oishi-san and Akasaka-san. That's not what I meant. I was just thinking, well, that trying to match her tastes to the one she likes and putting all her effort into it is praiseworthy itself. When you start to like someone... Alright, let's make it less intense now. The first thing you do is try and pull them into your own world, right? You try and get them to like the things you like.
Isn't that the normal thing to do?
Telling, yeah. Telling line there from Rika. That's what I would do. There's probably more of us than you think. But Rena's different. Whether it's Tomatake-san or Mio-san or Oishi-san, God forbid, she tried her very best to match herself to their interests. The short time she took to learn it all is crazy, of course, but I'm not surprised about that as much as I am about her putting in the effort to match her partner.
Perhaps you're correct. All that work matching yourself to them would be exhausting, wouldn't it?
Right? Maybe pulling someone into your own world means tiring them out. So if you were a good couple from the start, you'd both have to step into the other's world to an extent. But not many people try to meet them halfway without being asked. Everyone else tries to make the other person step into their own footprint, but don't make the effort to step into the others. For some reason, Mion's uncharacteristic musing hurt a little.
I understand what you mean. Good thing this arc isn't canon and I'm not gonna learn a lesson from it. I think I always pulled others in and never tried to step into their world. That probably goes for Satoko too. And me. By the way, you never let anyone who asked into the club, but you actually approached Keiichi yourself, didn't you?
Huh? Did I? Well, there were no ulterior motives there. Fuck, this old man doesn't know what you mean. If there was anything this incident taught me, it was that Rena would be a great wife in the future. Great, okay.
Which means we have to settle this match as soon as we can and get Rena back into her right mind. Yes, we do. All day I've been thinking of Rena-san as a funny person, but she's not funny at all.
Rude.
In fact, we should be learning from her.
Hey, would you old ladies in the crowd quit trading gossip? More importantly, check to see whether this one will pass.
Aye, sir. If it's the right one, it'll hurt. Oh, this one is Oishi-san's. Here you go.
Run! Rena-san and I are the greatest team on the planet. Boy, if only you had been born 20 years earlier.
Our age difference doesn't mean anything.
Also, only 20 years? Boy, you got a fucking 50-year age gap. Are you shitting me?
Oishi-san and Rena, the greatest team.
The fact that Oishi's the most hands-off about it.
Keiichi, we all know how good a person Rena really is. Let's end this farce.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of love she'll have or what kind of person she'll marry, but that's for Rena to decide. She doesn't need any creepy magic to help her out. Hanyu mumbled in protest, but I ignored her. Some might want to borrow that magic strength, but others would create their own destiny without relying on another's power. Rena was obviously the latter sort. Well, there is no former or latter. Everyone wants to create their own destiny, with their own strength. When you start thinking that some people can do that but others can't, it's like admitting to yourself that you're one of the ones who can't do it. Rena's force of will seemed divine. She laughed in such a vulgar way, but she looked noble. I've lived 100 years, but I didn't think I could come anywhere near the lesson Rena, who hasn't even lived half that time, had made me learn. That broad smile of Rena's was only for the person she had truly decided on. Oh, my Hot Pocket. Eventually, the heated match ended, and we tallied the scores. There were no huge hands, only the trading of a few point sticks here and there, so it seemed like they found it difficult to know who won. Oishi and Rena both seemed like they'd won to a certain extent. Keiichi was certain to be dead last, but he did a good job giving Akasaka support. If he could take first place, they'd win as a team, so Keiichi getting last was decided from the start. Oh! We did it! Akasaka-san's first place! Yeah! Phew! Looks like all the point sticks from the four-way Riichi did a lot.
We lost.
No. We may have lost the match, but we were in a dominant position from beginning to end. In a normal mahjong game, we would have won by a landslide. Well, really, winning or losing doesn't matter. We got to play some truly excellent mahjong. Ryugu-san, you're very good at getting your partner fired up, at making mahjong fun. But I can't say I'm alright with you coming here by yourself so late. If you're going to come here, please do it once you're an adult, alright?
Okay.
We won the game, but I feel like we've lost something else. We'll chalk it up to Rena being amazing. With all that tension gone, I'm tired all of a sudden, even though it's still early. Oh, yes. I promised to give back this key ring, didn't I? Whoops. Sorry! When Oishi plucked the Magatama from his pocket, his finger slipped and flung it away. Oh, no. And why did Keiichi have to choose that exact moment to yawn? Yeah. I swallowed it! What? What are you doing, Kei-chan? Throw it up! Throw it up! This old man will punch you in the abdomen. Sataka, hold his arms behind his back and wham! Wham! Please stop!
I'll be quiet!
My God, he's going to regret this later! Hanyu, does this mean we're too late?
Once it goes into someone's stomach, it gets melted down and absorbed. We need to do something before 30 minutes go by.
30 minutes? Wasn't it instant for Rena, basically?
Well, we have the red and white Magatama now. If we take Keiichi and Rena to the Furude Shrine, I can undo the curse right away.
Oh, okay.
Alright then. We're bringing the two of them to the shrine before they do something they can't take back. Come on, me, Satoko.
But it wouldn't affect Keiichi, is the thing. It would just make him infinitely have the white Magatama. What do you mean before they do something they won't regret? What the fuck?
Come on, me, Satoko. We're dragging them over there.
Aye, aye, sir. This arc is so fucking ridiculous. We're probably really near the end though, so I'm just gonna stick it out. Jeez. According to Hanyu, the Magatama of Fuarazu wouldn't take effect until after a short period of time. By the time we peeled Rena away from Oishi and took her out of the mahjong parlor, she'd suddenly gone back to her normal self. But we couldn't waste time, because if we did that, she'd start getting cozy with Keiichi. At least then it's not creepy. Debatably. We got on our bikes and rushed to the shrine. Man, this is really taking a while. It was just about dinner time and now this old man is starving.
But it's good that we settled everything safely, minus beating the shit out of Keiichi. Though it may be rude to Rena of me to say, today was rather fun.
Fun or not, we got a glimpse of how terrifying Rena really is. Can't say I'm totally satisfied with the ending, though.
Why not? Did we not resolve things safely and smoothly? You're being a bit odd, Mion-san.
For some reason, Mion didn't seem to be very amused seeing Rena and Keiichi riding side by side. It was funny to me, so I let it slide.
Alright, Rena, Keiichi. Once you clean your hands, you two have to pray. And keep praying until I say it's okay.
Got it. Come on, Rena, let's get this over with and settle things. If we waste time, that weird power will start affecting you again.
Yeah. Little by little, well, I think I feel it coming on.
Hey, Rika-chan, this is bad, please hurry!
I am hurrying, so you focus your mind on prayer.
All right. I mean, obviously the joke there is that she likes him anyways, right?
Hey, Keiichi-kun?
What?
Back there when you, saved me? Thanks.
Do I look like I'd abandon a friend? There's no need to thank me.
Okay. The things you said to me back then, well, I was kind of happy. Kind of. When you said you'd rescue me. That by itself, even though my mind was all fuzzy, I heard it loud and clear. It made me happy.
I didn't mean anything special by it. Well, it just seemed like the right thing to say at the time. And I mean, it's pretty cliche.
Keiichi-kun, you want to get the Magatama out of your stomach as soon as you can, right?
That's a dumb question. I don't want to have some weird thing stuck in there forever.
Right. It would bother you if, well, someone like Rena started clinging to you.
Hey, don't get me wrong here. I'm not in a rush because I hate you or anything. I mean, when the power starts up again, you'll, start clinging to me, right? I mean, I'm, a man too, so I wouldn't hate that, but your emotions being toyed with, I don't think that's fair. Because that's not how you really feel, right? That love you have is for the person you actually fall in love with. It's unfair to them if you let this weirdo mystical power directed at me.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, but Keiichi-kun, back when we were playing mahjong, did you hear the others talk about how amazing it is that I match myself to my partner?
Well, I guess.
This isn't just me being humble, but everyone can put in the work to get someone they fall in love with to like them back, if they want. It's not a special power Rena has. If the person you like said they liked homemade cookies, Rena isn't the only one who would want to do her best to make some. Mi-chan and Satogo-chan and Rika-chan all would. And of course you have that power too, Keiichi-kun.
Is that how it works? I guess I can relate to liking your homemade cookies, though, Rena, I really thought they were delicious when I ate them yesterday.
Thanks. And Rena doesn't always match herself to her partner either. Sometimes when she tries to pull them into her own world, she drags them in without thinking of the bother she's being.
You mean with the treasure hunting? Well, at first I was pretty confused about that. I was surprised when I first learned a normal girl had a hobby like that, and then it ended up being a good memory for me.
Yeah, it makes sense that it confused you, because it's weird. Rena shouldn't bother inviting you out for that.
If the other person doesn't seem like they'll enjoy it, it's probably better not to force them to come, yeah. There are a lot of guys out there who are too soft to say anything.
Yeah, you're right.
But don't get me wrong, I've always thought it was fun. After all, I promised that if tomorrow's club ends early, I'll go treasure hunting with you again.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Well, I'll stick with you until you find someone you truly want to bring on a treasure hunt. So don't worry and leave the manual labor to me. But I don't think I'd be able to move a refrigerator by myself.
Oh no. Keiichi-kun, the Magatama Furazu, his power is coming up again.
Ah, crap, that's not good! Just focus on praying for now. Those feelings will go away in a few moments, so hold tight.
You're right. They'll disappear soon.
Sheesh. Can't believe a god made such an annoying treasure. He should think about the trouble he's causing.
Maybe. Rena, well, I think it was a wonderful treasure. Some people really like someone. They really love them and need something to give them a little push. I'm sure there have always been lots of people like that. This magic treasure gave people like that a lot of happiness, I think.
Well, you're the biggest victim of all this, so I guess I can agree.
No more.
Hey, Rika-chan, again! Hurry! I am hurrying. I'm going as fast as I can.
Keiichi-kun, this, it might not be how I really feel. It might be the Magatama's power, okay? Well, Rena Ryugu, she really loves you, Keiichi-kun. I just wanted to tell you that since the magic is going away soon.
Stupid. Don't let that power get the better of you. You want to be true to yourself, right?
Yeah? I hope the Magatama's magic goes away soon.
Because if it doesn't, then no matter how brave my words are, they wouldn't tell you anything. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Ow! Did you hear that, Rika? Rena just confessed to Keiichi! Ow!
Yeah, I heard just fine. I don't give a damn about Keiichi, but this ticks me off for some reason. Maybe I'll make them bunny hop up and down the shrine stairs and tell them it's part of the ritual. It was a good thing Mion and Satoko couldn't hear that. If they had, they'd probably drop Keiichi into a 100-game-long losing streak of punishment games. Should I tell them about it right now? That would feel perfectly refreshing. And also, Akasaka, if you were here, why didn't you come to my place and say hello instead of being so absorbed with your mahjong? Maybe I'll go tell on him to his wife in Tokyo and make a few things up along the way. And yet, with the kind of day today was, there was one certain idiot wearing a refreshed smile, as though something good had happened.
Onigafuchi Village was always a very small world. They needed something wonderful to happen once in a while. That was why I granted them the Magatama Furazu.
Look, I know you're trying to wrap everything up now, but you're going to start stalking this newborn couple with that dumb smirk, aren't you?
That's a mean way to say it. If you've forgotten I'm a god, that was very disrespectful. Ow.
If I apologize for being disrespectful, I'd have to make a few offerings to put you back in a good mood, right? Those cream puffs I had Akasaka bring back, oh how strange. I've got powered up kimchi cream puffs of red hot spiciness, the likes of which this country has never tasted before, coming your way. Maybe they'll go well with bok choy.
Those would go terribly together. Kimchi is for the grilled meat store. Cream puffs are for my refined and elegant breaks. It's the same with toilet cleaners. Don't mix them, it's dangerous.
Random public service announcement. Hey, Rika-chan, how long do we have to do this?
Oh, I'm sorry. The ritual is over now, so you're all good now, Nipa. I'm starving from using up all my power, so I'll have to eat a big plate of kimchi as soon as possible.
Bang slam, bang slam. Anyway, well, we had a half-baked ending, but everything worked out peacefully. For that night, anyway. For that night? Alright, how close am I to the end? This is a long fucking video. Jesus.
Chie-sensei!
Sensei?
Chie-sensei, help me! It's a monster!
What? Oh my god. That's cruel, Rena-chan. You promised me yesterday. Look, I got you a nurse outfit in your size. Let's have a private photo shoot, just you and me.
No! You're sweaty, so let me go!
Hands off, Jiro-san. Rena-chan really doesn't want you doing that. No, you let go, Takano-san. I finally found my soulmate and the greatest photo subject in the world. I'm going to fill all my film with pictures of Rena in a nurse outfit. Oh, I'm taking you home with me. This is so fucking weird. Rena-chan doesn't have any interest in dirty apes like you. Right, Rena-chan? Starting today, you can call me One-sama, okay? Oh no, your tie is crooked.
Both of you, let me go! Why is this happening to me? Why?
As long as Oishi doesn't show up.
This isn't because of the Magatama, so I can't do anything else. To take responsibility, I'll only eat a mixture of kimchi, wasabi, and mustard for all 3 meals today. Oh, Rika, you're a demon, a savage!
Then think about what you've done. And once you're sorry, make a magic love item that's a bit more considerate and then give it to me. You better promise. Then Rena commits to assaults. But it's self-defense, so it's fine. I'm honestly very shocked that Oishi was the least weird about it. Like, of everyone. The other two, yeah, fuck off, but Christ. Oh, new scenario, all cast review session has become... There's an all cast review session for this? Alright, then. The Tale of the Magatama. Great. So we'll probably read it again, but do the console version. If it says it's basically a completely different arc, then I might as well do it. It's probably worth it. So, yeah, plus I'm trying to fucking delay not having to do, you know, this. This scares me. This fucking terrifies me. So, yeah. But yeah, long fucking video. My voice feels kind of fucked. So I'm going to hopefully not talk for much of the rest of the day. And what do you mean I work in 2 hours? That's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Yeah!